So my first longer relationship was when I was about 20-ish, 21. I was 21. And he and I dated for a year and 7 days, 6 days, something like that. And when he left, he was breaking up with me to go on a 6-month deployment, and his ship would be stationed on the West Coast, whereas we met on the East Coast. And I was very much in love with this guy. I knew he loved me. He had not said it to me while we were together in real life. He sent me an email, because this is, more than 25 years ago now, and we didn't have really texting, and certainly not from a ship. He sent me an email after he left and told me he loved me for the first time that way. And regardless of that, we stayed broken up, and I was heartbroken, devastated, really. And what did I know about sorrow? But at that time, it was the most painful experience I'd had, with regard to love and brokenheartedness and sorrow. Anyway, so I was broken up about him for quite a long time. And I had a number of experiences. I don't remember the specifics, but I did have a number of experiences wherein I thought of him, and then I was friends with his mom, so I would contact her, and she'd be like, oh, this and that happened. And I was like, that's interesting, because I just was thinking about him, like, in a really bigger than normal kind of way. And anyway, so move forward a little while, and I'm 24 now, and I went to Japan as a study abroad student, an exchange student. And I hadn't, by that point, I wasn't thinking about this dude every single day, like all the time, like I did initially. However, there was one night while I was in Japan, in which I had a dream that I was walking on the street somewhere in Japan, and I saw him on the other side of the street, walking, I'm going one way, he's going the other. And I was just like, what? That's so weird. He's not in Japan. I contacted his mom, and as a matter of fact, he was in Japan on business. He was in Tokyo, and I was not. However, we were both in Japan, and I dreamed about him while he was in Japan. So that's indicative to me that he died. He was killed, actually, when we were both 27, which, I'm 50 now, so a while ago. However, I didn't know it right after he was killed. I got pregnant, like 6 days after he was killed, or I knew I was 6 days after. I can't remember which, but I do remember having a dream really soon after that, in which I dreamed that, and this is also still quite a while ago, I was 28 by this time that I had the dream, wherein I put his name, his full name, first and last name, into Google. And in the dream, I don't remember what the result of that search was. However, the next day, and this is by the time, now I've had the baby and I'm at work. I was a teacher at the time, and I am on my lunch break with my double pumping cups on and doing stuff on the internet, because that was my only downtime for the whole day. It was this 30-minute moment when I could pump, and as long as I was pumping, I gave myself permission to do stuff on the internet, because I was like, relaxing for me. Probably not really beneficial. I mean, I actually know it's not. However, it helped me at the time. And that's, sometimes just to get by and to make ourselves okay and that's okay. So in this moment, I was like, oh, and I remembered the dream. And I was like, okay. So I put his name in to the search bar. And I was thinking, nothing is really going to come of this. It'll just, sate my thirst of curiosity. And the result, though, was pages and pages and pages of results for him. And it was definitely him. It was, he was a cop, and he was killed in the line of duty by an illegal alien. And some of the results were about the court proceedings, wherein I think it was his wife was suing the vest maker because apparently they'd known about a problem pertaining to something regarding the neck. And although he was shot many times, it was the neck wound that the bulletproof vest should have protected and failed to protect that killed him. Well, the person killed him, but you know what I mean. So I was just like, we'd already been broken up for so many years, but I just felt wounded in a way that I have not felt again. Mind you, losing my child, significantly worse and totally different. Anyway, so I feel like that man, that he was very much a boy when we were together, but a big boy, was, I feel like, in a way, probably for sure, the love of my life. Not my first love, but definitely the love. I thought it was my husband for a while until I realized who he is. And when I finally became aware of who he is and was and has been all along, I could not anymore love him. And I mean, I could have, if I chose to, but I feel like for me, that would have been a self-betrayal. And I love him as like a human being. I don't love him the way I used to, though. And I don't want to. I feel like it would be self-betrayal to love someone who treats me the way he does when he's triggered. And generally, I mean, the primary form of abuse that I experience in the relationship is emotional. Oh, I've totally lost the word. Neglect. Emotional neglect. Absent. Just being, like, not there emotionally at all with me, for me. He's never been willing to be consistent. Anyway, I could do a whole thing about that, but my kids, who I'm making this for, really, they know. They see it. I've tried to explain stuff so they could understand. I don't know if they do. They at least know, basics. So anyway, I just saw the time. My time right now is Friday, June 12th, 11:34. As I'm creating this, I try to do batch recordings, though this is not the same as the last time I was wearing this shirt. This is not the same batch recording. It's totally weeks later. But apparently, I love this shirt. I don't have that many clothing pieces that I like and that fit me well right now. I am, extra fluffy. And don't spend that much money on myself. Contrary to what the husband thinks. Anyway, it's 11:34. And why is that a big deal? Well, 34 is a big deal to me because as far as angel numbers go, for me, it means basically I'm on the right track and I'm doing the right thing, and that's what I want most of my life. To be doing what I planned to do before I came into this body, what God and I wanted me to do, what I agreed to do, what I promised to do, whatever. That's what I want most. So, yeah. All right. This is really long.